Hello, my name's Phil Dixon-Earl and currently a media teacher at Luton Sixth Form College. But in the past, I've directed a few projects, um, video projects and short films. Really, are the kind of sort of things I've done. What I've discovered is when I first started getting involved in filmmaking, I remember walking into one of these studio rooms, and they had like I think it was called a Steinbeck, which had two big rolls of film, a little viewer in the middle, and you turn the handle, and the film passes over, and you could watch it on the video, and then you could splice it. You could cut the tape, cut away the bit that you don't want, ends up on the cutting room floor, as they used to say, and then you put the tape that you do want together and stick it together, that kind of stuff. But since then, obviously, we've seen video coming to its own. So film has sort of gone out the window, more or less, and video's kind of taken over. And, we've gone from the old VHS recorders that were fantastic at the time, or VHS S, which were even better and sharper, to the kind of stuff that we got nowadays, where we're talking about high definition video. I think in terms of making projects using the new technology, it's obviously easier, it's more inexpensive, because in the old days you have to waste film. Now you just change the SD card, or you just wipe it and then record the next lot over the top. So I think in terms of being able to experiment with what you do, or just record loads more than you need, you can do that. So as a director, I think having modern technology to help me just means I can try more things. I've got more freedom to get more footage, and it's not going to cost me the earth as it did back in the days when we have to process film and stuff like this.
When filming undercover in foreign countries, most recently in Egypt, I used the XF105, which is a small version of the XF305. And the beauty of that one is it's good quality HD images, but it looks like a tourist camera, so I was able to go into some of these places and not really stand out too much. I think if I'd used the 305, which is the standard camera we use for a program like Unreported World, the camera would have been too obtrusive and would have been probably found out by the authorities. The 105 is good. I also use occasionally the GoPro when trying not to draw too much attention to myself. Of course, it can be used as a dashboard camera, and it can be used as a head camera, but it can also be used as a nice little subtle camera that doesn't draw too much attention, if that's what you're trying to do. Ultimately, if you want to get the best quality possible, and if you want the best quality possible, invariably you'll use a bigger camera. But sometimes, particularly making programs on the hoof in foreign countries, it's simply not practical to have a big camera. So it's a slightly odd question, because it really depends on what you're doing and why you're doing it and how you're doing it. I think technology is much better now than it ever has been, and the cameras are smaller and the quality is better than ever. And certainly the type of programs that I make, it's very impressive, the kind of quality we're getting at the moment. Particularly something like the GoPro, which can now even shoot at 4K. Not that there's much call for 4K, but you can still get good quality with small and very portable equipment.